Good afternoon. Come on in, y'all. It's me again. I got to get on the stove today because I didn't cook anything yesterday, so I don't have any leftovers. So it's Monday. Still working on my project. So I'm going to do one of the quickest, easiest things I can do. Spaghetti. Okay. Not a whole lot different than what I've been doing, but I thought I'd chime in and just talk to you a little bit. One of the things I'm going to do a little bit different with this spaghetti, you know me and leftovers. I got a beef burger and a turkey burger. Going through the freezer looking for my ground turkey meat. That's what I usually use for my spaghetti and for my chili. So I'm going to make a spaghetti sauce here. It's going to be real quick and easy. And that little yellow pot on the back there, that's not the spaghetti noodles. That is a pot that I've got boiling. I'm going to cook some kale. Last week I purchased a big old bag of kale, and I was eating it raw. And I don't know if you ever purchased one of these big old bags. This one is let's see. It says a 1 pound bag, but it's a lot of kale, and I love kale cooked or raw, so I've probably eaten all the raw I'm going to eat for a while, and I don't want it to go bad. So all I've done, I put some of that dry chicken soup mix and about 6 cups of water, and then I dropped a piece of that rank ham meat skin, not the meat but the skin, in that pot. And I'm just going to boil this kale up. I'm going to treat it just like I would cook collards. And when it gets done, it's going to be yum good. You know, kale is one of those superfoods. This pot is not a big pot. I knew it wasn't going to be a whole lot. But anyway, this is a pound of kale. Now, a pound of kale is kind of a lot. Because, you know, kale is, you know, the weight on it is not a whole lot. So when you get a pound going in a container, you got pretty much a real good big old bunch of kale. So as with collards or any kind of greens, you know, you got to wait until it boils down and all that kind of stuff. And last time I cooked kale, I cooked it with collards. So sometimes I'll do collards and kale mixed. So what I'm going to do is that's going to have to cook down a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more water to it. There goes my little deal. My water had cooked down while I was trying to cook that meat. But anyway, I just love some good old greens. So kind of an odd combination, spaghetti and kale, but that's what we're having around here today. Like I told you, I love my veggies, and I didn't have I hadn't cooked veggies like this in a few days, so I'm telling you, when I don't eat my veggies, my body lets me know, hey, it's time for the veggies, so I get my veggies on. And of course, even in the spaghetti, I got my peppers and onions sauteed in there, so we're going to have veggies there too. So what I'm going to do with the kale, so it will go ahead and cook down. But that's just how easy kale is. And I mean, you cook collards the same way. You wash them, you cut them up, and I'm leaving some of the stalk in there. Like I said, kale is a superfood. So these were already cut up ones that I bought the cello package out of Food Line. So I'm going to let them cook down. When they get cooked down, I'll go back and taste them and see if they're seasoned up. So for right now, I'm going to put them on high and just let them cook. Meanwhile, I got my peppers and onions sauteing over here. It's going to be sort of a little bit of a different kind of meal today. Those peppers and onions are sauteing. And then I've got a pound of butterball ground turkey, which is what I always use for my spaghetti sauce. Go ahead and get that browned up. And then after I get that browned up, I'm going to use my leftover meat. And this spaghetti sauce is going to be just as good as ever. So, again, don't let those leftovers go to waste. That's part of my thing today. The only thing new is I'm using, in this spaghetti sauce, I'm using my leftover ground turkey patty and my leftover ground beef patty, and they are so good. I broke off half of one of them, but it'll work. I still got some left. Anyway, you know me and the leftovers. So we're going to let that meat go ahead and brown. We've done this recipe a couple of times, I think, before. It's the same thing. Just let that meat brown in there. When it gets all brown, and we'll put all the other ingredients, and then I got my spaghetti noodles. I've already cooked them ahead of time and drained them. This is one of those meals I needed to cook a lot of food, but it had to be something quick and easy. Oh, and by the way, my friend Barbara, her son's birthday was yesterday, and he lives in Washington, D.C., so she did a birthday dinner for him, and my Lord, she cooked every food that young man liked. She and I are the same when it comes to food. Hold on one sec. Sorry about that little abrupt interruption. Had to run outside to check something out. I use propane gas, and I've been having some high gas bills, and they just filled my tank up not even a week ago, so they out there at it again. And I just happened to catch them out of the corner of my eye, and I had to get out there and say, hey, look, y'all just filled this tank up last week, so please don't try to add no little drips and top offs for another $50 or $100. So anyway, I called them just in time. I tell you what, everybody's out to make $1, and I understand that, but don't do it at my expense. They filled my tank up last week, which is a 100-gallon tank. $263. Okay, I don't need another 50 added to it, another 10, another 5. I don't need anything else added to it for another couple of months. So bye bye. You know what I'm saying? Tell you what, you just have to speak up for yourself. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that because I got ill with him last week about some stuff with that gas tank. So anyway, I'm just gonna keep it moving. Now what I'm doing here right now, because that turkey meat is browned up enough, so I'm chopping up the those burgers. I'm chopping it up into the meat, into the pan. Those are some thick burgers too. Remember I told y'all the other day I cooked those burgers and they were real, real thick. Well, one was a beef burger, that's thick, and then I had a turkey burger. Now, for whatever reason, I can eat a turkey burger kind of thick like that. The beef, I have a hard time digesting, so I have to cut those in half. But anyway, I'm just going to get that all chopped up, and when I get it chopped up, I'll start putting my sauces in, and then I'll let it cook for a minute or two, for about an hour, really. So, check those greens out. Look at those greens. See how they cook down some now. Down into the water. So give these a good hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half, and they'll be ready to serve up on a plate. I'm telling you, kale is just a wonderful, wonderful type of green. I don't know if you like kale, don't like kale, never tasted it, but you cook it the same way you do turnips and collards. Some seasoned meat, boil it up, chop those greens, wash them, chop them, put them in there and cook them for an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how tender they are. So the greens are on their way, hour and a half, they'll be ready to eat, and that's going to be dinner for Kareem and I, and for anybody else that comes by. What I had started to tell y'all too was about my girl Barb. It was her son's birthday yesterday, and my Lord, she cooked. Oh my God, you won't believe the food she cooked. Remember I told you now she's a restaurateur and a chef, and that's what she does. And matter of fact, she's back here working. Remember, she came from Florida, and she's completely moved back. She's settled into her house. Y'all would not believe this woman came here wasn't even hardly a month ago. She's had 3 parties at that house. She got that house straightened out. Beautiful, one of the old homes. A nice big older home, which is what she loves, because she's from England. She likes that style of home. Just absolutely gorgeous. And she's had, her son's birthday party was the 3rd party that she has had in less than a month. So it was just, this is phenomenal, the things that she does. But anyway, yesterday she cooked beef Wellington. She cooked tikka masala, which is a form of curry chicken. It's just really spicy, and it's called tikka masala. And she cooked some baked chicken legs, just plain ones. And then she cooked some Vidalia onion chicken. And she had cranberry roast pork. And let's see, now mind you, these are all the things her 24-year-old son loves to eat. So, and she cooked them all since he came home to visit for his birthday. And she cooked, okay, now let's see, the side she had was cabbage. She had kale. She had mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes. Let's see, I'm trying to remember what I was going to pile on top of my plate. And he had this huge birthday cake, which was just absolutely wonderful. I knew I probably left some. Oh, and she had all these different kinds of rolls and English tea cakes and all this kind of stuff. And the best Gouda cheese that I've eaten lately. So she just made a big feast for him, which was just so wonderful. And Nathan, hey Nathan, happy birthday again. Nathan's on the road now, so he's on the way back home to DC. Just love that kid. I mean, I've been knowing Barbara since, let's see, Nathan was probably, I don't know, 5th, 6th grade or whatever like that. But I've known the family for about 20 years, so just a good kid. He lives in D.C. and making a good life for himself up there. And he's excited. Mom is closer back to D.C. now. She's within 4 hours versus, I think in Florida, she was like 12 hours from D.C. or something like that. But anyway, just a beautiful, wonderful family. And he just wanted to come home, celebrate his birthday, and, of course, taste some of Mama's good old cooking. But Barbara's just one of these people, just like me when it comes to food and when it comes to her children. When they want stuff or ask for stuff, honey, she's the one to get right out there and do it. So, had a great day yesterday, so I didn't have to cook yesterday. We went and, of course, had dinner with him. So, Tanya and I both did. So, I don't have any leftovers from yesterday. She did send some food with me back home, but honey, trust me, by the time I got home, Kareem didn't go with me. He was doing something else. We came home. When I came home, we ate what she sent back, so not to worry. So I have to cook Kareem some food here today. So this meat is almost ready. I'm going to chop on it a little bit more, and I'm going to go off camera for a minute, and I will be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Just to give you the spin that I'm putting on the spaghetti sauce I'm making today. Of course, like I said, this is a pound of ground turkey, a medium onion, and a medium-sized bell pepper sauteed. And then I use those leftover pieces of ground turkey and ground beef. Okay, there we go. And I've added a tablespoon of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of my Tone's Italian seasoning, and that's the garlic powder, of course, McCormick's. And one thing my girlfriend Barbara taught me about wine. Now, she's a wine connoisseur because she's a restaurateur, a chef extraordinaire. She knows a lot about wine. So now I'm putting in garlic and herb Hunt's tomato paste sauce. So I use that. It's a great base. I'm one of these people that you don't have to reinvent the wheel to make it right. You can just make the wheel flow a little bit smoother. Next, I'm going to put in there 6 ounces of tomato. By the way, this is Food Line tomato paste. So that was 6 ounces. And I used to wonder sometimes before I really figured it out. When you're making like tomato-based dishes like spaghetti or some kind of a good old Italian sauce, or if you're even making chili, I was always thinking, well, you can just put the tomato sauce in there and some tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. I do the canned crushed tomatoes or the diced tomatoes, Food Line diced tomatoes. This is a 14.5-ounce can. So I'm putting all that tomato stuff in there. I used to always say, well, I wonder why you have to put tomato paste. And when I paid attention, like I said, remember, cooking is about touching, feeling, seeing, and smelling. So what I learned about the tomato paste, it gives that sauce that thick, rich, full-bodied consistency. Without it, the sauce is not as thick and is not as smooth as far as I'm concerned. So I make sure I always at least put a small can of tomato paste in there. And of course, you know, I'm going to add some sugar to it. So just hang on. Ooh, that pot back there is kind of hot. So anyway, I've got all my tomato sauces in. Okay, to finish adding the other ingredients in there. Okay, so y'all with me so far? Okay, you saying, you know, you already did spaghetti 1,000 times, but this, again, I'm putting a different spin on this spaghetti today. My girlfriend again, Barb, she's a wine connoisseur. She knows what wine goes with what. She knows when wine is right, and she does not like my sweet wine at all. So we sort of part ways on that. And she always tells me, that's Kool-Aid. She said she calls it my Kool-Aid. She don't like the Kool-Aid wine. She tell me I could have the Kool-Aid. And so I said, well, Barbara, you know me. The only wine that I'm a connoisseur of is that I make. And then when I was buying Moscato out of the store, so I was at the store one day, and I bought her some Pinot something, whatever. I couldn't think it was Nior, Negro, or Grigio, whatever. But anyway, I had this bottle. It's a cheap bottle. Cheap bottle. But somebody gave me this bottle of wine 20 years ago, 15 years ago. I don't know. I had stuck it on the wine rack because I don't like just red wine because it's not sweet. And I just really forgot it. So she was over one night, and I thought, oh, I'm going to really surprise her with some nice aged wine. And when she saw it, she got real tickled. And when she drank it, she said, you can use this for cooking. So that's going to be my other, my extra added ingredient. I put about 1/4 of a cup of that. This is Pinot Noir, either one. So about 1/4 of a cup in that spaghetti sauce. She said she drank some of it and she said, that's ready to use for cooking. Because there are certain dishes that you do use wine in. So I'll use the rest of that bottle for cooking purposes. So that's the other thing different about the spaghetti sauce today, because you can put wine in your sauces, your tomato-based sauce, especially spaghetti sauce. And of course, you know, I always put that little bit of ketchup in there. Ketchup just gives it that extra little tang taste. So I just always put me about 1/4 cup of ketchup in there. Give it that taste that I like, that I'm always searching. You know how you cook something, sometimes you search for that flavor? Well, the search for me was to find out that I needed to put ketchup in it. So I always use some ketchup in there. And I've got everything all mixed up together there. Only other thing I need to add is a little bit of sugar, so hang on. There's my 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I put in there. Just gives it that extra little zingy taste. Pulls that flavor together. We hit it with about another teaspoon of garlic powder. And another teaspoon of the Italian seasoning, which I love. That Tone's Italian seasoning, you cannot beat it. And for the price, I'm here to tell you. Like, I think it's under $5 for that big old container. But anyway, there's the meat sauce. The only thing I'm going to do right here at this point is I'm going to go ahead and let it cook for about a good hour, and then I'll come back and put it together, and we'll talk some more. And last but not least, I always drop a couple of my beef bouillon cubes in there. Just that extra added flavor. One, and while it's cooking, those bouillon cubes will dissolve. But I'm telling you, that wine flavor in there, it pumps it up another notch. Okay, so we're gonna let this sauce cook for about a good hour, and we'll come back and we'll put it together. Okay, y'all, just one last thing that I added to that spaghetti sauce. Of course, I'm always in and out of the refrigerator, and I saw that huge beefsteak tomato that Okay, y'all, I don't know what happened. My camera just stopped recording all at once. So anyway, what I was saying was that I found a big old beefsteak tomato, a half of a big beefsteak tomato in the refrigerator, still good and intact. All wrapped. I kept, so when you put stuff in the refrigerator, make sure you wrap it where if you put it in the freezer, you have to double wrap it and make sure that it's gonna be okay when you take it out. So after a week, when you have leftovers in the fridge, you need to check them out. So anyway, I put that beefsteak, chopped it up, and put it right into that sauce. Yeah, I'm using my spatula, whatever. I was using it to chop the meat up. People probably tuning in and think, why is she using a spatula to do that? Well, because that's what I use to chop the meat with, y'all. So let me get me a spoon. Somebody told me they wanted me to have some wooden spoons, including my daughter. She said, Ma, you need some wood spoons. Wooden spoons are wonderful. They're nice. I like metal because they're not porous and they don't hold bacteria and germs. That's just me. Lots of people use wooden spoons. I guess if I use a wooden spoon, I probably would sanitize it every single time, and double. I'd have to do beyond just put it in my 140-degree water in the dishwasher. And to me, after a while, they get soggy. I don't like that, and they splinter up. So anyway, I like my stainless steel cooking utensils, or if when I have the nice, and I do have some nice hard plastic ones that I use from time to time. Okay, one more thing for ingredients. Olives. The juice out of these olives. Any kind of olives you got, just about maybe an eighth of a cup of olive juice. Or if you have olive oil, just to give you that authentic Italian flavor. Anything you got like that, just add a little bit of it and keep it moving. So anyway, I'm going to put the lid back on. Oh wow, I tasted it. It's good. So I'm going to let it continue to cook. And when it gets done, we'll be back to put it together with the spaghetti noodles. Okay, y'all, I'm back. That spaghetti sauce is ready. It is wonderful. It is luscious. Wish y'all could taste the flavor. But since you can't, I'm going to have to tell you about it. This is one of my better ones because I added that extra wine in there. So this is good. So I got my sauce already. I've got the spaghetti noodles are ready to go in there. So all I got to do now is what I'm going to do is, like, you know how we do it. We're making baked spaghetti. So all I got to do is just, start with some sauce in the bottom of the pan. And I always spray the bottom of the pan. Don't have to. But that buttery spray just gives it a little bit. So I'll just go ahead on it. Because I took it in one of these throwaway aluminum pans. Just spray it real good, get it all good and coated. I don't know why this camera is, I got some kind of something going on with it that is showing up too close for me. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and just put a spoon of this spaghetti sauce on the bottom, just so the bottom will be coated with sauce when I take it up to eat it. Just make sure you get the bottom of that pan coated real good with that spaghetti sauce and that spray. So you just make sure the bottom is just coated real good. And then you just start putting your spaghetti in. Just do hands are clean, about that much spaghetti. And I'm going to do about 3 layers to fill this pan. So this is, by the way, this is a 1-pound box of spaghetti. It seemed like it made a whole lot this time. I don't know. Anyway, and all you do is just, I'm just going to do one and I'll just show you. You just go, you just start ladling in your sauce. And you're only going, when I'm going to put this in the oven for about 30 minutes because you don't want to try to cook it all over again. You just want to heat it through so that spaghetti sauce will blend in with those noodles, and it'll be nice and moist. I don't want to dry it out. Just don't want no dry spaghetti. That sauce is good, y'all. So I got me a good layer there, and I'm just gonna put another layer over here. No, you don't need to make the spaghetti layers too thick either, because you don't want too much. The spaghetti, I don't know, even multiplied. You just multiply on you right quick. You have to be careful with it. I do anyway, because I don't want to be too many noodles in there. So you see about how I got those? Can you see that? We can see through it. Okay, let's get over there. I can do better. That'll go my. You know I had to have a little flub up, but can you see that? See where you can sort of see through it like that. So I'm just gonna put the camera back over here, and I'm just gonna continue. The next layer is gonna be, of course, the sauce, and then I'm gonna put another one more layer. Like I say, for this size pan, it's the half size. You know those aluminum pans, throwaway pans, not the big one, but the next size. And we'll have a big old pan of good old homemade spaghetti. Reem hadn't been downstairs today. He was, listen, my little grandson is going to be a great rapper one of these days because he is so dedicated, and as he likes to say, focused on it. He's going to be great one of these days. So y'all listen out for him because he's up and coming. So hang on just a second. Okay, there it is, y'all. The spaghetti is ready to go in. I put some Parmesan cheese on top. I'm going to bake it for no more than about 30 minutes just to get it bubbling and get that sauce cooked through those noodles. And over here on the side, let me tell y'all something. I have not cooked a better pot of greens of any kind. These are so good and seasoned. That chicken broth seasoning packet that I bought from Food Line on sale the other day. Put some of that in there with that piece of rancid ham skin. These are the best greens, y'all. If you don't like kale greens, or if you never tasted kale greens before, just buy you a pack. They already cleaned and washed. Just rinse them off a little bit more if you want to, if you're that picky about it. And go ahead and try them because, honey, let me tell you, kale greens are a superfood. Now, this is not quite that pound bag because I had used some out. So they make a pretty good amount. So that's enough for about 4 people. So that bag, I paid $1.99. So if you cook the whole bag for $1.99, you can feed 6 people easy. Or if you want to do 2 bags, you need, feed 12 or you can have some left over. But like if you do like I do, I always cook lots of greens because they freeze well. And these greens, let me tell you, they are really good. They're going to be wonderful with this spaghetti. I'm trying to be nice and not have to do corn muffins, but once I tasted the greens, I think I'm going to have to do some corn muffins or stop and get some hush puppies. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this in for about 30 minutes, so hang on. Okay, y'all, the spaghetti is ready. It's ready to be put on the plate. It's ready to be enjoyed. But you know what? I've got some more errands to do. I'm not going to eat dinner right now. It's like early afternoon, but when I come back, I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy me and play this spaghetti and some of those good old greens. And I'm trying to hold out, y'all, and not do the cornbread and not stop on the way back home and buy some hush puppies. I'm going to try to eat just the spaghetti and the kale. I'll let y'all know how it works out for me. But anyway, until I cook again, I'm going to say toodaloo. Love y'all and thank you for tuning in. And remember, y'all, keep those prayers going up so the blessings will keep coming down. Love one another, be good to yourself, and cook something good real soon. Toodaloo. Love you.